And then we're going to share the screen so Jessica can see it too. And then I'm going to, oh good, it's going to work full screen. Okay. Wanted to record some announcements for you because we have a lot to cover tonight. We have guest speaker Jessica Carlson, and we also will be watching The Color Confident. So if you are live with me, I'm going to pass out at this moment. I'm going to pass out our newsletter. I have a physical newsletter here, and our top 10 consultants get these in the mail. So if you're local, I hand it to you, and if you're not local, I mail it to you. We have Camille Thurston and Nancy Dryden, Jessica Carlson as well, who I will see on Saturday. So I've got her newsletter for her, and then I've got extras for the rest of the consultants. So we are going to talk tonight about time management, and I have a couple questions I just want you to reflect on. So this would be a great time to grab a piece of paper and a pen and take some notes. So these are some things I want you to write down. First, I want to congratulate you on being an entrepreneur. Your Power Business Management Plan, which is available from me if you haven't received it already, covers several important aspects of running a successful business. So we're going to dive in tonight with the time management piece, and then next week we'll talk about the money management piece. I want you to think about this. Design your life, design your vision. What do you want to do before you die? So important. We can do it all. We just have to plan. So these are some rhetorical questions that I want you to kind of jot down. What are your strengths? Things that help benefit your business. So strengths. That's number one. Number two, what are some things that you would like to improve and learn? And when will you schedule time to do this? Number three, how many hours a week are you willing and able to devote to your business? Number four, what are some things you want to accomplish in your business this year? Example, income goal, career level. Number five, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your organizational skills? Number six, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your time management skills? On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your commitment to your goals? All of these are really important pieces. Now, you all have a date book, and this actually comes in the Business Power Plan. I have this in a big form, but it's kind of your week, and it's actually 2 pages. So goals for the week, relationships to build. This is a really fun tool. So if you don't have something that you're using and loving, this is a great idea. So it's really important to have a date book of some sort, or have a very organized format on your phone. And Jessica's going to talk about some of these things. So I'm going to come back to them, and I'm going to list my favorite parts. Let's see, I just want to make sure. But I do want to talk about income producing activities. So that would be holding a party, booking a party or facial, calling for reorders, networking for leads, being out and about or over the phone, presenting the marketing plan, so booking or holding a sharing appointment, confirming appointments, pre-profiling guests, following up with guests or interviews, following up with team members, following up with hostesses, coaching, filling orders to mail that day, calling customers on your preferred customer list, listening to recordings while cooking dinner, doing your makeup, etc. That would be training. Setting daily goals, so like your 6 list, attending special company functions or success events with a guest, husband, friend, having a booth at a show or an event. Those are IPAs, income producing activities. Anything that doesn't fall in those categories is a non-APA. Paperwork, organizing product, ordering supplies or ordering product or business supplies, setting goals, filling out accomplishment sheets, reading, creating or mailing packets, making copies, cleaning your office, bookkeeping, labeling product or brochures, practicing your dialogues, organizing customers into address, birthdays, cards, brochures, that kind of thing. The best way to succeed in your business is to focus on income-producing activities and delegate the rest, or do them before or after 9 p.m. A good question to ask yourself is, what I'm doing making me money or moving my business forward? And then another thing that is really helpful that's in this Business Power Plan is how to quit your job and replace your income. There's some really great tips here. So you write down your salary, then you take out any expenses, subtract out, so like daycare, cleaning, gas, driving to and from work, if you eat out, what the total would be left that you want to replace. And then we can break that down into the average number of appointments you would need to hold in a month. This is fascinating to me. It's pretty fabulous. Okay, so the other thing I want to point out, we have a couple of events coming up. June 1st, this flyer is available on our Facebook page. This is our fashion show with Whisper Intimate Apparel. July 13th is our mystery date, and you can qualify to attend this with our mystery date qualifications here. So Power Start Plus And if you're in the room and you've got your tracking form, hold it up because we want to see where you're at. Who's completed or who's working on the Power Start Plus? I want you to raise your hand if that's you. Who's working on becoming a Ruby Star? And who's working on becoming a Red Jacket? When you do one of these things, you get to come and your event is covered by me. And when you do two of these things, all of your hostesses that you choose to invite are covered by me as well. Also in May, don't forget, when you hold a facial and she purchases the Ultimate Miracle Set or the Time-Wise Repair, then she earns the Time-Wise Facial Peel from me for free. The only stipulation is that you order the products, the Ultimate Miracle Set and the Repair Set, that you put it on your weekly accomplishment sheet, and then I'll order these all at the end of the month, and you can present them to her at either her party or an upcoming guest event. I also am wearing the earrings that we can earn. Now, you guys, we have, I think, 15 consultants registered, and we need 25 for each of us to earn these. So if you haven't registered but you're planning, please raise your hand so we know who's going with us. Or if you're on Facebook Live, post below. We got this really cool flyer by Mary Kay.
That is what I said, but you guys are
You have to
registered.
show up to go up. And it's just beautiful. So I'm going to pass this to the girls who are local. I'm also going to pass our Century Club tracking form. Every time you sell a basic, you put your initials in here, and our goal is 100 per month. I know we don't have everybody's on here, but we definitely want to get your basics on there. Now, consultants near and far, you can earn the Red Jacket and the Gillies Party, your new Red Jacket at seminar. Courtney Levins, Brooke Caberline are both, let's see, on target. I believe there's one other consultant. So if you're on target, let us know below so that we can celebrate you as well. Or if you're in the room, raise your hand. And then I want to come back and we'll do a closing at the end. One other thing I want to show you because I want everybody to see this. I'm very excited about it. Brooke Caberline did a video on her Office of the Week. And so I created mine. I have one going tomorrow. And I created a certificate to put on the front. On the inside, it has cookies. It has a lookbook. It has samples, and I put products for men in there because the dentist is a male. His wife is a friend of mine. So I'm going to go in, and then I created these cards, and I'm just going to ask how many women are in here. And it's basically a gift card. She has to text the word office to my phone number to activate the card, and that also enters her in the drawing for a giveaway that I'm going to do. So this is how I can kind of connect and get names from people, but then also honor them and follow up. So I'll ask how many, and then I'll give her however many cards and explain to her how the card works. I did this today at my accounting office, and they were floored. They were so excited, and I affirmed the secretary because she actually hand-delivered a planner to me, a tax planner, and I just thanked her publicly in front of her coworkers, and I told her what that really meant to me. So those are, and we're going to now continue with some recognition, and the consultants are going to share some of the other announcements about where we're at, what we have coming up, and I can't wait to spend the rest of the evening with you.
Okay, I'm going to turn this back over to you, my dear. You guys, I don't know what is going on with the volume on my computer, but that's it. We get like almost quiet. Okay, so I recorded that early because I knew that we needed to give as much time as possible to Jess and to everything else that we want to talk about. Pull this up so we can see. Okay, so before we do some recognition, and Jess, I'm going to stop the sharing so that we can see you big time. And I'm going to leave the camera on the girls so you can see them, and I'm going to stand kind of to the side. This is really cool. So one of the things I love to do when we first start is share a funny story with you guys or an inspiring story. And so I did the announcements first. Nancy had a question on how many we have registered for seminar. 15. We need 25 to earn the earrings as a unit. And I also asked some questions at the very beginning of on the video about your time and your time management. And I'm actually passing them around if you guys want to jot those down or take a screenshot of it. And those of you on Facebook Live probably saw that. I did it quick. But I got a call from Mary Kay, and it was really fun. They asked me to do a training call for the DIQs. There's a call once a month. It's recorded. It's about 30 minutes long. And I don't know if you've ever heard me talk fast, but mine was only 20 minutes. When I practiced, it was 30. So we're done, and I just stopped talking, and the girl on the line said, Ashley, are you finished? Yes, I am. So she said they'd be sharing this over and over and over, and I'm like, oh, great. But I get this in the mail today, and I got this card. It's so cool because I just wanted to share with you, guys, I did this 2 days ago, and I got this in the mail today. Ashley, please accept this token of our deep appreciation for sharing your words of wisdom as a featured guest speaker for our directors in qualification. And then this is a quote from Mary Kay that I love. Did you ever notice that when you light a candle from one already illuminated, the original candle loses none of its brilliance? And in doing so, the light from the original candle can light up the entire room, magnifying itself over and over again by lighting other candles. And so it is when you pass the torch with your Mary Kay business, whether sharing our fantastic products or opportunity, you can illuminate the lives of others. Mary Kay. Thank you for being a shining example of all that Mary Kay intended. You're the best. Okay, so this is another cool part because they all signed it. But a couple months ago, I had this discussion with Antonio, and he sent me a postcard. He sends me a postcard. It's a black and white postcard, and he writes on it in black Sharpie. So I'm the only one who really knows the writings there because it's kind of hard to read. And he wrote the same exact message. Way to go, soon to be, as in Bumblebee, NSD, Ashley, on or before 2020. Same message he put in my other one. I'm like, Antonio, either you write that for everybody or you remember our conversation. And I'm choosing to say that you remember our conversation. It's so fun. And so, has anybody, I mean, you've all gotten this at some point in your order, so has anybody not read the Mary Kay autobiography yet?
I still haven't finished it, but you know, I like.
Yeah, bits and pieces. What a special gift. Okay, and then I wanted to go ahead and do some count up. So Jess, if you're part of this, I want you to wave your hand. And on Facebook Live, I know we have a little bit of a lag time, but be sure and post below because Camille's watching and she'll let me know. So if you opened your business this week and had sales, please stand.
Whoa.
Did we lose?
Well,
Okay.
keep going and I'll figure it out.
Let me think. Was I going to do sales first? Yes. Okay. If you had sales, please stand so we can give you a round of applause. And I left my noisemaker. Oh no, I said in here. Okay. Okay.
I'm standing.
300. Stay standing.
This week or last week?
This will be last week. Okay. 400. Take a step forward. 500. Give us a shimmy, like a circle. Okay. 600, give us 700, 800.
She got me beat. I was only at 7 something. But I know
Oh,
she
Jess
beat
is
me.
still waving her
Or was it
hand.
eight?
Oh, Jess is waving. Still.
1,000.
I'm at 832 for the week.
Congratulations, girl. Is that this week or last week?
Last week. Right now I'm at 500 this week.
Okay, so if you submitted your accomplishment sheet, stay standing.
906.
I didn't submitted it.
Mine's right here.
You submitted it on time, stay standing. Did you turn yours in? I don't have Diva Bucks for you. Huh, I'll double check.
Yeah.
So you're, okay, what was your
She's so
total?
she's like,
It's got a
No.
sticker.
On the recognition Facebook post,
Okay,
so
so-
it's been turned in.
I wonder if
That's how I
Jeanette-
knew
if
she got me.
I bet it's in there and I just missed it. What was your total?
906.
You guys are so close. Nancy, Isley brought back your crown. She's been wearing it around all night, dancing in it. Okay, I want you to stay there, and can you kind of follow me over here? Okay, so I will have Diva Bucks for you, and I want to crown you.
So Nancy is our queen of sales. Yay!
Congratulations. So, you know, I'm not surprised. You're the queen often. What does Joe think about this? Does he know what a big deal you are?
Well, he knows I have money. I don't ask him for money, that's for sure.
Okay, so you pay for anything you want, whenever you
Right.
want it.
Right.
Okay, so, and why is that important to you?
Well, I don't know. I just like having my own money. I like making my own money, and I like making people happy. And he's aware that people are happy when they get my stuff. So, I mean, the people I sell stuff to are friends of his too. So
So they know, or he knows.
we all talk
Thank you for leading the way in our unit, because we would not be in the almost top 10 without you.
about it.
I'm so proud of
Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
you. Let's hear it one more time for Nancy. Congratulations, Nancy. Okay, so do you have an announcement? Did I give you an announcement? Okay, I give you guys one. Well, actually, Nancy, I'm gonna have you read that real quick. This
Can I
part.
see it?
Yes.
Can I read it? Okay. Okay, we have some fun things planned over the next few weeks. You can see our unit calendar on our website. Go to the Ashley All-Stars.pink, enter the password million, click calendar, and the links on Thursdays. The 25th is the All-Star Thursday Live at All-Stars headquarters, noon. We will have a Facebook Live event for your team that lives out of state to join us. I can't read that pink stuff.
Money management.
About money management. And June the 1st, Pinkalicious new product beauty bar fashion show. Please bring one small wrapped retail gift per consultant and $3 for meeting dues. Invite guests to come try our fabulous products and be inspired. June 8th is our Power Players Dessert First, then luncheon. Please stand if you've already qualified this month for this luncheon by selling $1,200 retail, ordering $600 wholesale, adding a new team member, holding 6 sharing appointments, joining our unit, or seeing 30 faces. Would you please stand?
Congratulations.
If you haven't already
Me too, Jess.
received the invite, reach out to Ashley so she knows to send it to you. We will meet at El Vaquero at 11:30, and everybody else will join us at noon. Bring your best customers so they get to see what your recognition is all about. Text me your order on Wednesday, and I will put it in a pre-order for us when I get there.
Thank you. Now, on the money management, you guys, I have Leanne David. You guys might remember her from at Christmas time when she and Kristen Sharp do all the Christmas gift ideas, and she does videos like the 12 days of Christmas. She was an accountant for a big company, national company, and she's going to share a little bit about money management at our meeting on Thursday. I know. So I'm going to have Mackenzie read the rest of our upcoming dates.
Okay. July 6th, the NEMO meeting. Enjoy the 4th of July vacation. July 13th is our Power Players Dessert First and then luncheon. Please stand if you've already qualified this month for the luncheon by selling $1,200.
You can skip that part.
Okay.
It's at Freddie Paul's.
It's a Freddie Paul.
Yes, because nobody knows if they've qualified yet, so I should have thought that
Yeah,
through.
I was gonna say, okay.
But it will be Power Players.
So July 13th, Freddie Paul's. July 13th, Mystery Day Night. Consultants who earned this are in for a treat. Everyone is welcome to join us at the chamber. July 15th, All-Star Thursday Night Live at All-Star headquarters, 6 p.m. We will have a Facebook Live event for your team members that live out of state to join us. And I'm reading these in backwards order. So this is June 15th and then June 22nd, same thing.
Okay.
I was gonna say, and then
I don't know that there's a July 15th.
yeah,
Okay.
and then we're going, June 6th, no meeting.
July 6th.
July 13th.
July 6th.
July 6th. July 6th, no meeting. July 13th, Power Players at Freddie Paul's, and July 13th is day night.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then July 20th will be our year-end banquet. So mark your calendar. It will be at, I think at Mojo's. We haven't RSVP'd there yet, but it will be at Mojo's. And this is a great place to bring spouses and or guests. And everybody will order off the menu, but they usually put together like a $10 menu for us. So thank you for reading that. Okay, so we did sales. Let's do sharing calls. If you did a sharing call last week, please raise your hand if you're on the screen, or stand up if you're in front of me. If you did 2, stay standing. If you did 3, give us shimmy. I don't remember between the last week. Okay, so we'll say 2
officially last week.
Let's hear it for our sharing call divas. If you had, okay, so we did sales sharing. If you saw faces last week, stand up. If you saw 10 faces, stay standing. If you saw,
I saw 9 faces.
if you saw 9 faces, stay standing. Give us a shimmy! Let's hear it for Esther. Jessica, how many faces? 10. Let's hear it for Jessica.
Hot, hot, hot.
Now, how many sharing calls did you do? Okay. She saw a lot of faces from like her couch while she was figuring out her vertigo thing. Okay, and then bookings. If you have new bookings, please stand from last week. If you got new bookings, new bookings, new bookings. Okay, 5, stay standing. Take a step forward if you have 7. Take a step back if you have 10.
I don't think I did.
What's your total?
I think I have
8.
7.
7. Jess?
17.
Yay!
That's awesome.
So when you share on time management, we're going to need a tip, my friend.
Sounds good.
Start with that. Start with the booking tip when we turn over to you. So
Okay.
now, does anybody have 10 out on your books? No, it's 10. It's 10 out on your books, right?
Lunch. That's just
The most
main.
bookings.
Yeah.
You have? Well, Jessica, you've really earned the gold phone, my friend, the lifeline of your business. So on Saturday, I'll present that to you, and then you can have it for a little bit and pass it on. Okay, so now, because you stood up, will you read your announcement, Miss Esther?
I would love to. Bangle girls, if you have earned one of the precious bangles this seminar year, please stand. If you are on target to earn this month's bangle, please stand. If you're on target to earn the consistency do it now bracelet at seminar, please stand. Let's hear it for our Bengal girls. Hot, hot, hot.
Okay, so now we're going to do quick recognition, consultant status recognition. So if you are in the room and you are a consultant, you have the title of consultant, haven't quite start building a team, but you enjoy fabulous 50% profit on your customer sales and reorders, will you please stand so we can see you and recognize you? Let's hear it for Mackenzie and Terry. Hot, hot, hot. Terry, will you read your announcement for us?
Okay. Our unit production this year is 675,000. Keep up the great work. 25 Reds. Congrats to our all-star Reds too. One way to million this year is 25 Reds. Who is next?
Camille.
Okay, 20 stars and 50 hashtag Low and Tell stories. We can do it. We are on target to be the #1 unit at Career Conference.
Top 10 at seminar.
How will we do it? Oh, yeah, seminar. Sorry.
No, it probably says career conference.
Yeah, it does.
Uh-huh.
Who got it? Anyways, okay.
I just forgot to change it.
20 consultants participating in this month's contest. List what it is.
That would be the mystery date
Oh,
contest,
okay.
which is right there.
Which I'm gonna read on that again. Okay. 100 faces and 100 sharing appointments per month. Who is with me? Check out the Reco Monday post. It is updated every Monday, and the newsletter is updated the second week of each month. If you saw your name on the pinned Facebook newsletter post, please stand. Woo! You are on target for Consistency Club by placing a $500, $700, or $1,000 wholesale order this month. Stay standing. Who is working to increase their Consistency Club this month?
Thank you. You guys did a great job. Okay, so now, I want to tell you before I turn it right over to Jessica that at 7 o'clock we are going to tune into the color certification, and we'll log off from Facebook. Those consultants who are advanced color consultants have the opportunity to get on there. However, we are going to do a little booking challenge. So I want to give you a chance to know what it is. Not necessarily to be texting while Jessica's talking, but so that you can start texting the minute the color confident. Yes, that comes on. So this is the text. I'm going to share it with you, and then I will pass it around so you can see it. Kara, I am in a training with Project Runway international makeup artist Louise Casco, and I'm learning a new technique I can't wait to try on my customers. You're the first person who came to mind. Fill that in with honest, you know, you're the third person that came to mind, whatever. You're one of the first people that came to mind. Is there any reason we couldn't connect to play and you could give me your feedback? The consultant with the most bookings by 8 p.m. tonight earns a fun prize. And I don't know what it is yet because it depends on who wins, because then I get to pick it out for you. Okay, so I'm gonna pass that, and let me look, make sure we don't have, oh, so we talked about mystery date, and you guys saw on there about the reveal the teal. And if you're curious, like if you missed any of the announcements, you can go back and watch the Facebook Live video to see those things, the things that I shared, because I went over them really quickly. You know, that's how it goes. And I want to read those questions really quickly one more time. Will you, Mackenzie, hand me the paper that's half a sheet size, and it has, I wrote on it with pink pen. It is probably in that stack. Thank you. Okay, so just to reiterate these questions, what are your strengths, the things that help and benefit your business? What are some things you would do to improve, you would like to improve or learn? And then when are you going to schedule the time to do it? How many hours a week are you willing and able to devote to your business? What are some things you want to accomplish with your business this year? Income goals and career level goals. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself in these 3 areas: organizational skills, time management skills, and commitment to your goals. Okay, so now it is with great pleasure that I turn over our event tonight to Red Jacket, Jessica Carlson. I want to tell you a little bit about how we met. We were actually at a party together 11 years ago, I think. And what's really fun is we were at a table in a corner that was about the size of, I don't know, half my couch, and with a dear friend of ours. And this friend has referred me to probably half of my customer base because of the connection she's given us. So Jessica and Megan Carlson and Megan Henderson were both there that night. And Megan came to sell us all on a different product. And she said she was only going to try Mary Kay on half. And to be fair, it had been a whole day, you know, of her wearing her other product, that Jessica looks her square in the eye and goes, girl, the Mary Kay side looks a lot better. And then she signed up, and then Megan signed up. And so Jessica is loyal to the core. She has a beautiful family and 2 grandchildren, and she will be the first to tell you she's not old enough to have grandbabies. And, you know, but my favorite thing about you, Jessica, is your willingness to learn and your teachable spirit, because she will also say, just tell me, what is it that I need to do to make this happen, or to fix it, or help me figure this out. And I also know, without taking advantage of her in any way, that if we needed something, I could call her. She'd be one of the first consultants I would call and say, we're this close to this goal, or we need this to happen. And she'd be like, I'm on it. I'll make it happen. And so it is my honor to turn it over to you, Jessica. Let's hear it for Jessica. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, I think you're still muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Perfect.
Please. So I'll talk a little bit about me, I guess. I have, like Ashley said, thank you, Ashley, for recognizing my family. I have a family of 5. I have been married for 15 years. Let's see. I have 2 grandchildren. My grandson is a year old and my granddaughter is a month old, so I'm having fun with both. And so what I'm going to talk about is a little bit about time management, because I have to actually manage time with my daughter and her family, since now she has her own family, and manage with my kids who are still living at home with all the things going on. So what's happening right now is I'm planning a Sweet 16 for my daughter. I'm also planning graduation for my son, doing his Eagle Scout project. My son is also in Boy Scouts, doing Boy Scouts, and my little girl, 8-year-old, is in Girl Scouts, so I do a lot of her leadership with her. And do Mary Kay, and I'm a full-time supervisor at the local hospital here. And let's see, what else could I add onto my plate? So one of the things that I have learned is to be a little bit more consistent with the schedule. So I'm going to kind of show you a little bit about what I've done. It's in black and white, but normally it's in color. So this is how I share my family calendar with my family. Let me see if I can do this.
We can see it.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so Here on the top, you'll see that it's a Sunday, so I will put all of the church stuff first. Any of the Sunday school worship service, the worship service itself afterwards. My older youth children, they have youth group in the afternoon. On Wednesday night, we also have youth group in the evening for my son. I'll pull it this way like this. So basically, it's a weekly calendar. In the morning, I have actually gotten on the 5 o'clock a.m. team. Yay for me. So at 5 o'clock in the morning, I spend 30 minutes reading the Bible. I can't really work out yet until I'm fully recovered from this vertigo incident that I had. It did put me down for a while, but they gave me some physical therapy, so I worked out with physical therapy for that. I make lunches for family if needed, if they're going to go on a field trip or stuff to that extent, or clean up the kitchen. And then I get ready for work and take my daughter to school, and then I go to work the full day. While being at home, I was a little depressed for a couple days when I got this vertigo because I was unable to move. I was in the hospital for 5 days. So I came home and my boss said, you can't do anything. You just have to sit there and relax and rest. And I thought I have to do something. So I was very excited to have talked to Ashley, and she said to me, why can't you just have him come to your house and you can sit down, right? I said, yes. She said, well, have him come to your house. And I said, you know what, that's a good idea. So I blocked myself 3 times a week for 2 hours to do MK office time. That's when I do my booking calls. I organize my files, my customer profiles. I also decided to create an Excel spreadsheet with all of the hostesses that filled out a customer profile. And if they have referrals on the back, I put them under them with their name and anything special about them that they might have said during the time of our event. And then I start texting them. So I also got Google Voice because it's easier for me to text on my computer since I was able to sit down instead of doing the phone stuff all the time. And I'm able to text multiple people at one time, just the same message with their name on it. I copy and paste a lot of it. So I send out 75 text messages. And so far everybody's responding, and that's how I am getting my bookings. I'm still continuing to get referrals. Last week I had people come over to visit with me, and they sat down, got a makeover. One of the first things I do with them to sit down with them is a bedtime makeover. So I only do skincare and foundation and shade. And then I tell them that I have one Saturday party a month where we do color application techniques and stuff like that that they can come to and enjoy. So I book them for the following appointment there and then. I manage all of the children's schedules. I grab the Emporia High School. The Emporia District has the middle school, elementary, and high school. So I do have one in each right now. My son's graduating, so he's going to college. So yeah, I'll definitely have one in each. And so I kind of try to put anything that has to do with God first, and then them, then my personal time, and then that's where I put my Mary Kay time after that. So that's how I've managed my time. Do you have any questions?
I do, Jess. I want to know when you have a full week with work and your kids' schedules, because from what I can tell is you consistently do Mary Kay every week. So if you only had time to do a little bit in a week, what's the first thing that you do? Where do you spend that Mary Kay time?
So my first day of Mary Kay for the week is actually on a Tuesday night because I have Pink Live meeting in Topeka. I do one meeting in Wichita a month. I try to go see my Wichita clients and my Wichita recruits. So that's my time to see them and see guests in Wichita or Topeka. On Wednesday nights, I'm looking at my schedule here, hold on. On Wednesday nights, my son goes to youth group and my other children are doing homework or doing their own thing, and my 8-year-old kind of hangs out with dad. So I take 2 hours of that block time to either see faces or go ahead and work in my office to make some booking calls. I have set up for Thursday and Friday night at 7:30. I'm sorry, Thursday night at 7:30 and Friday night at 5:15 to be my party time so that I can invite 3 or more people to the house. So yeah, I do have a party booked tonight at 7:30.
Awesome, awesome. So, so you always do your meeting and you have 1, 2, or 3 appointments. Mm-hmm. On top of that, you have the date night with Andrew. What has joining the 5 o'clock club done for you?
It has actually assisted me in being able to delegate the rest of the workout for the kids. So it's like kind of like my plan time, like, okay, this is my time, my plan time. And it also allows me to leave them notes and say, hey, I need you to get this done when you get home from school. My son's currently staying home with me since he finished school on Tuesday. And he has realized how much work I do around the house and stuff like that. He's like, wow, you're busy. You go here, you go there, you do this, you do that. I didn't realize how busy you were. And I like driving, but I don't like running errands.
You've been putting him to work,
Yes,
running errands.
yes.
Okay. Does anybody else have questions?
How long do you think it's taken you to get this routine down?
Honestly, well, I had the vertigo for a week. I was in the hospital Monday through Friday. It doesn't really take long. It's just actually taking the time to sit down. So block yourself down for 2 hours and do nothing but work on a schedule. When you work out on the schedule 2 weeks out at least, that will kind of get you started. And once you start booking the faces and knowing what time you want to see people, they will start telling you, okay, you at this time or this time if you give them 2 slots, and then you will be booked out 2 weeks, then you'll have to go on to the next 2 weeks. So you'll eventually end up growing your month schedule for the month.
So what I hear you saying is that your magic key is the pre-planning piece.
Yes, yes it is.
Okay. Any other questions?
Do you plan 2 weeks out? I typically do like a week because that's about all my head can think about. But you typically do 2 to 4 weeks out, like for your intense planning.
Yes, I do 2 weeks out, and the reason why is if I get referrals, I've decided that I don't want to let the referrals go. So when I next 2 hour block for MK office time, I sit there, text or call them, so I can book them for the following 2 weeks.
So then you have your kids' schedules, what your Mary Kay time is.
Correct.
So you can bring them to a meeting.
Correct.
What do you do whenever that client can't come on those available times that you have?
So if the client can come on a day that I have times available, what I do is I look at the schedule. I make sure that the kids don't have anything going on. If there's no blocking or whatever, I ask them what works best for them. If they can come at a certain time, then I book them for the time that they would like. And then I ask them to invite 2 to 3 friends so that I can give them a free gift.
Okay. Awesome. So I have a couple things I want to touch on, and then I want to have the girls affirm you. So some things on this list, I'm going to stand back up. I don't know if you could see me anyway. Some things on the list from our business planner, from the business tools, using a date book or a planner. And some of us do that digitally, but that does require, so mine's typically printed in some way. Like Camille has seen our summer, we have our summer planned out until August. And some people that makes them like want to go, that doesn't sound any fun, but I'll tell you what, you guys, I get to have lunch with every girlfriend I want to have lunch with. I get to go to the coffee shop as much as I want to. We get to have picnics. We get to go to brunch. I get to go to the zoo and Lost Creek Safari and swimming lessons and seminar and everything that is important to me, as well as all of my appointments. I leave no stone unturned when it comes to doing exactly what I want to do. So there's a lot of freedom in that discipline. Schedule your, like Jessica said, your weekly family appointment and business times. Work from a 6 most important things list, because we all really have about 400 important things to do in a day. And if you just pick the top 6, then that keeps your sanity. It says.
So Ashley.
Yes.
Really quick on the 6 list, the one thing that I have been using for my list, the bubbles on the My Customer app. So if you don't have it, get it. Put those bubbles and pop them when you're done with them. I love it.
So fun. Instant gratification. And these are things that only you can do. The 6 most important things list, though, usually laundry would not be on there. And it's 6 most important Mary Kay things. Be precise in noting what needs to be done. For instance, filing paperwork. Don't spend a lot of additional time doing other stuff. Just file the paperwork. What'd you say?
The MK hotline. That's my recurring one.
And then all IPAs, which I talked about in the announcements, during working hours. So 9 to 9, before 9 a.m. and after 9 p.m. would be non-IPAs. Double book, bring multiple guests to event. Like Jessica said, I have days where I do facials and I double and triple book my facials. I have time slots where I do parties, and if she wants to ask for a time, for example, a Friday night, which I typically don't have parties, I'm not doing it unless she brings friends. Because I'm not going to spend that time away from my family for a 2-hour potential time slot with one person. So love that too. And then this is from Independent Executive National Sales Director, Arlene Lenars. Time is your greatest asset. You can waste it or save it. You can use it or lose it. For example, gossiping, long coffee breaks, sleeping too much, being consistently late, standing in line with crowds, all cause you to lose time. Plan ahead to avoid these things, and you'll be hours ahead of everyone else. Remember that time is money. Don't waste a minute of it. Besides, we need to be good stewards of our time. Use your 6 most important things list and your weekly plan sheet, both available from the company as tools. List all of your activities, anything, daily and weekly, family outings, dentist appointments, spiritual commitments on those sheets. Keep other notepads handy, not only for your prospective hostesses and team members, but also for ideas. So Post-it notes are my friend. And I'm always going, can you give me a Post-it? Can you hand me a Post-it? I know it's close to you. If you write it down, don't waste precious moments trying to remember what that super idea, you don't have to waste precious moments trying to remember what that super idea was. So I would love now to take a minute to affirm Jessica, and maybe have you tell her what stood out to you from what she shared tonight, what you enjoyed the most.
I am just incredibly impressed with your dedication. I know I've seen it like a switch in you from about this time last year to now, and it's been incredibly impressive, your dedication and your consistency. Just still working your business and keeping those goals in mind, even when you were sick in the hospital, and then just juggling, 7 people's schedules and still making it work and having a successful business. I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
You also get a huge adrenaline rush when you can call me or fill out your accomplishment sheet or tell Andrew, I saw 10 faces. I know nobody thought I could do it. It's like a high. And these were the sales that went with it. It was awesome. And then she'll call me and go, I don't know why I'm working a job because they do not pay me what I just made doing this. Anybody else?
Well, that was mine. You were like super mom. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely look up to you for that.
Jessica, is there anything else you want to share from just after I kind of reiterated some of those notes?
Just something on booking tips. Make sure that you follow up on those referrals. One of the things that I didn't do in my previous years in Mary Kay, I've been in Mary Kay for 10 years, and so I didn't do it, and I just decided one day I'm going to grab that bag and make a spreadsheet. When I made the spreadsheet, it made it a lot simpler for me to know exactly when they've been contacted, contact them again the next week, follow up with them a third time in the next week. If they didn't respond, let them go. Don't worry about them. They're not for you. They're not really saying no to you. They're saying no to themselves. So remember that when you're booking someone.
That's a good one. Okay. Well, I have a closing that I want to read before we switch over to Color Confident. Do we have any comments, questions from Facebook Live? Seems like it might be giving you some fits. It's a really good thing we recorded it this way too. Okay, so this is week 8, the leadership law number 3, the law of process. This is from Dr. John C. Maxwell, and I think I shared this with you guys, but not everybody knows this probably on Facebook Live. Kristen Sharp, National Sales Director Kristen Sharp, worked for John C. Maxwell, and they came up with this 52-week program. So this is a quote from John C. Maxwell. To lead tomorrow, learn today. If you want to see where someone develops into a champion, look at his daily routine. Most of the work that you will do in order to become a leader will not happen in the spotlight. It will happen at 4:45 a.m., my workout friends. It will happen behind the scenes. Many of us know the incredible story of how Annie Sullivan, did I already read this? You guys tell me. Made the language breakthrough with Helen Keller when she finally made the connection about the sign for water. I actually think it's a new one, but same concept. What many people don't realize is that it took over a month of consistent work to get to that one word. Annie endured days and days of abuse from Helen, including getting her 2 front teeth knocked out in one of Helen's frustrated tantrums. I'd be done. Annie could have easily quit long before the month was over, and no one would have blamed her. But she remained steadfast and committed to helping Helen, and her results were legendary. Many people suffer disappointments and lose opportunities because they're not ready when a chance comes along. It can be painful when that happens. It can also be detrimental to your confidence to be caught routinely in situations where you're unprepared. Boxing champion Joe Frazier said, when action starts, you're down to your reflexes. That's where your road work shows. If you cheated on that in the dark of the morning, you're getting found out now under the bright lights. You don't want to get caught under the bright lights unprepared because you will have cheated yourself out of success. What a person does on a disciplined, consistent basis gets him ready no matter what the goal, says John C. Maxwell. Your leadership ability is not determined at birth. No matter where you begin your leadership journey, there are many ways to improve your skills. The key is to be consistent in your pursuit. Eventually, you'll be in a situation where you won't have to think of what to say, what to do, or what materials to use. But that only comes from consistent practice. The confidence that comes from being prepared is worth all your hard work. The result from working confidently with people will be huge. Questions to consider. Do you feel like you're prepared for any selling or sharing situation? Do you have business cards and catalogs with you at all times? I have a story to share with you. Do you have hostess and recruiting information with you? Do you have scripts memorized? Do you know how to overcome objections? It happens by practice. Being prepared is not just knowing what to say. Being prepared also includes looking like a consultant by wearing clothes appropriate to your environment, having a great haircut, and wearing makeup and a beautiful warm smile wherever you go. Don't let yourself down because you didn't do your road work. So here's the challenge. Be prepared. Practice meeting 5 new people this week. Memorize a great warm chatter script, wear your favorite confidence-inspired outfit, or do your hair. No, it's not or. Do your hair. Put on your makeup, have business card samples and books with you. Not only will you have new people to work with, you'll notice a huge difference in your confidence level. It will start a chain reaction of positive results for you.
For real, guys, Quincy got me a curling iron, and I hadn't had it in a year, and I feel so much better.
Yeah, exactly. So yesterday, I was making a delivery, and luckily Isley had to go potty. So we go up to the door, and it's a college student. She was with 4 friends, and we walk in, and we're just chatting, and her friend's like, excuse me, do you have a catalog? And I'm like, oh, sure. So Isla's, in the bathroom. She needed her privacy. She told me to leave her alone. And so I go out and get a catalog, and the girl fills out her information in my app. So I have her contact info. She's going to immediately get an email from me. And I'm going to follow up with her in about 2 days to book her. But I had them try the charcoal mask on their nose because I happened to have it in the car. And she said she wanted to get the CC cream. So I have the ability to follow up, but I wouldn't have, can you imagine? It wasn't a Mary Kay day for me, but I happened to have all that in the back of my car. So I can't wait. Her name's Lindsay. Mark my words. You're going to be seeing her. You'll remember that story.
Lindsay what?
I don't know her last name because I need to go back through the app.
Okay.
If you're one of your customers, of course I'll refer her back. She lives with Megan Wackler. Probably one of Jenna's friends. You know Lindsay?
I'm just going to keep going with it.
Okay. I should have asked that. Have you been working with a consultant? Okay, so you guys on Facebook Live, if you are an advanced color consultant, be sure to pop on to that. It starts at 7. It's going to be great. And there's a little preview with Abby that we're going to start watching here in a minute. And Jessica, thank you so much. I'm going to stand here so you can see me. Thank you so much for everything. And have a fabulous party, my friend. We can't wait to hear about the results. We'll be looking for your post on Facebook.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.